This was started because of the last Indian Wars. A lady and her son at 9 years old were killed. And I just checked the weather, and it said that the weather at Mount Whitney today, like right now, the weather in Mount Whitney is -1 degrees. Okay, like -1. Yeah. Anyways, I don't think it'd be that cold where I'm going. I'm going to Lone Pine to a little Christmas mixer. We'll see. And I wanted to cruise up a little bit to check out Mount Whitney. You know, I got the pooch with me, but the problem is, dude, one degrees, -1, and we're talking during the day, not last night. We're talking right now. It said -1 now. Okay, -1. Anyways, check this out. We're just cruising along, just past Red Rock Canyon, and I'm gonna be passing Robber's Roost, which is a really cool, you know, place where the bank robbers were. And I got Mr. Bojango here, who is, you know, I got his baby and his blankies, and he's just now calming down after an hour of driving. Like, he doesn't know we're going to Grandma's. I shouldn't have said that word. Anyways, I want to make this little diary video, and let's see what we come up with. It's gonna be great. I got all my cameras. I got my GoPros, night vision. I got my drone, so I get some drone footage of, like, you know, hopefully the Japanese encampment and maybe some of the old cemeteries. Anyways, I'll check back later. This is incredible. This is like the real deal. You know, like what you see in all the movies. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Get over here. Stay with me. Oh, look, this is Diaz. There's actually a Diaz Lake named after this family. Look at this. Oops. This must be the baby. Oh my gosh. Here's another one. It's a wooden one. Maybe somebody redid it, huh? Oh my gosh, it's the daughter. Died in 1877 at 15 years old. Okay, this is a Lone Pine Pioneer Cemetery, okay? This is the Pioneer Cemetery. Now if you look, you see it's a little flat, right? And so what happened was they could not bury their loved ones in the wet season. They had to bury their loved ones in the wet seasons at another location, which we're going to go to next, which is called the Depot Cemetery. Okay, like, they buried their loved ones at the Depot Cemetery because they had to leave them at that location for a little while until the wet season was over, and then after the wet season was over, then they would relocate the bodies and bring them here, because during the wet season it was too much. It was the ground. I mean, I don't know how they didn't float away. It's a pretty decent size graveyard. This wrought iron is incredible. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, look at those bolts. Those are awesome. And then, doesn't this look like it would be something how they used to make bottom barbed wire, huh? Okay. Anyways, look at this one. Dang. It's definitely Spanish, right? Weird. Beautiful, huh, Willie? But just keep in mind, this has got a lot of history here, meaning Owens Dry Lake. It's a dry lake now. Owens Lake was huge. It was so big that they literally had ferries, steamboats, that would take the supplies from Sierra Gordo up here in the mountains. They would mine the stuff, bring it down to Owens Lake down here. And Owens Lake down here, they would take the supplies on a steamboat and take it across the lake to the stagecoach. The supplies, the gold and silver from these mountains, and these mountains are at 9,000 elevation, okay? They would take them down with mules, go over the lake, and then from the lake, it would go on stagecoach, you know, the 20 mules and so forth. But what happened was, 1920s, Mr. Mulholand decided to make the aqueduct. The aqueduct, which actually did make Los Angeles actually even able to be a city. So he bought the water rights from Owens Valley, and he diverted all the water to the aqueduct, and it consequently made the lake a dry lake. And there was a lot of Owens Valley wars because the farmers couldn't farm. Of a pioneer cowboy, it has to be Frank Dodge, you guys. Come on! He died 1903, 23 years old. Look at, they made 8 months. You know what's interesting is 1903, that means he was born in 1870s. This guy, same thing. Dodge? John Dodge. I like in the old days they would make the cemeteries like they put these gates around them. You know? I don't know, maybe it's so animals. Whoa, check it out. This one. This one is 1885. 24 years old. Hugh Scott. 1885. We're in really high weeds, right? We're in really high weeds, and if you notice, somebody left his weed killer. You know, like as if it would matter. It's just like a lot of weed. It's pretty funny. Living out here. Look at this guy, 1859. Oh, sorry, she. These wooden ones must have been like replaced, you know, by the societies. 1894. Look at that, 1902. You know? I mean, it's just so... Oh, Ellen Hunt. So as you know, the cemetery started with the first lady who was killed. Her and her son at 9 years old were killed. Miss McGuire was killed here. Was killed. Her and her son at 9 years old were killed. The last Indian Wars out here started the cemetery. But this guy right here, I'm pretty sure this is the guy that actually started Lone Pine. He's like the founder. And get out of there, that's not your house. Look at this fence, it's incredible. Come here. Come here. Look at it. It's overgrown, but more importantly, look at this awesome fence, this wrought iron. This fence work is beautiful. Look at that. Get over here. Okay, I'm gonna have to put him on his leash. He's killing me. Come here. You're on timeout now. Come here. I need you to stay with mommy, okay? Did you trip? Did you trip over a branch? I will tell you, this wrought iron work is really fantastic. You know? It's some really cool wrought iron. Check this out. What is that? I know it's wire, but it looks like alien. 1833. They put the gates around cemeteries or graves was because there's a lot of cattle or something, cattle rustlers or cattle farmers, and it was common practice to put a fence around because cows are funny creatures, she said, and they like to rub on things. And when they did that, obviously they would knock over the headstones or whatever kind of marker. So this fence was a common idea. I mean, you would think we need fences like that because of all the vandalism, but here's a perfect example. Perfect example. Here's that. Here's a grave site. And here is a big piece of cow poop. That is a big cow right there. So she's right, you know. They wander all around.